Hey everybody, Nacho Muffin here today with a Storytime vlog about the time that my school was evacuated. Now, this is when I was living back in Virginia. I was in a town called Hampton, Virginia. I only lived there for a year though. I'm currently living in New York. I have been for about a year and a half now. But anyway, the high school that I went to, I started my freshman year in Virginia. And so it was in a pretty sketchy place, alright? And I'm not sure if you have lived in like a ghetto place, like a really sketchy place. It's not too fun, but it makes for some very interesting stories, like this one. So I was going through school. It's called Kekatan High School. Very weird name. And so there were a lot of sketchy people in there. A lot of people who do drugs in the hallways and stuff, and it was bad. But anyway, one thing that was very common in our school was bomb threats, which it's pretty freaky, but most of the time it was fake, so like we didn't really need to worry about it at all. But this one time though, I remember it was in the springtime, right? And so we got a we got one of the announcements were on. I was in second period. I was in geography at that time because we had a weird schedule. We had 4 periods per day, but we had 8 classes. We had green days and white days because that was our school colors, green and white. Green days we'd have 4 classes. White days we'd have a different 4 classes. We'd just alternate days. It was really nice. So it was a green day, and so I had geography second period. And so at first they just started out with a not quite a lockdown, but lock in, I believe it was called. So basically, the teachers had to lock their doors to the classrooms and just not let anybody in or out. And so that was it. And then we got another announcement. And I think the fire alarm was going to be triggered, and everybody needed to evacuate the school. And so fire alarm went off, and so I debated whether or not to bring my backpack. Because I was like, most of the time with fire alarms and fire drills and stuff, it's like you don't really need your backpack. Some people bring them anyway. But I decided to bring a backpack, which I'm really glad that I did. Because I was like, you know what, if there's like something before a fire alarm, probably not good. And so I brought my backpack, and then I heard that I found one, and then so we were all evacuated out of this school building. And so it was a somewhat big school, and it was only one story. And we also had these portable classrooms outside. They're like in trailers. I don't really know 6'5". It's like if you take like big ones, like big 16-wheeler trucks or whatever. It was basically like a big one back of those. That was classroom. Anyway, so we had to evacuate those two, and so we weren't allowed to cross over to the other side of the school. And so on one side there was a student parking lot, and the other side there was faculty and guest parking lot. So I was over on that side, and so I found one of my friends, Will. He's like my best friend. And so I found him, and I found my sister. And so, wait, no, I didn't find my best friend Will. I found my not as best friend, my another Will that I was also friends with. I found my sister. And so we were like, wait, what's going on? And I found one of my teachers, and they're like, oh yeah, so apparently they found a bomb in this school. I'm like, wait, they actually found a bomb? They're like, oh yeah, there's actual evidence of a bomb. So I'm like, well, that's fun. And so then we're out there for close to an hour when we hear that they're gonna let us go. They're gonna let us all go home because there's an actual bomb there. They don't want us there. And so like, okay, kids, if you take the bus, then there's gonna be shuttle buses coming, and they're gonna transport you to the middle school, like Eaton or something. It was like Eaton, not eating like eating food, but Eaton, the middle school. And so they said like, oh, in like 20 minutes we're just gonna let you all go. And so after they said that they're gonna let us all go, we find Will's dad, my not best friend Will. We find his dad because we have a carpool arrangement. It's like. So we had a carpool arrangement, and it was our mom would take, so like my sister's mom would drive us and Will to school, and Will's dad would take us home from school. And so so he was texting his dad like, "We need you to come get us. There was a bomb and stuff." And so Will's dad was like, "All right, I'm gonna meet you at the church near the school." So we're like, okay. So we get out of the school and we go left, to go to the church. And so we were in the parking lot for a good 10 minutes. And we're texting his dad, and we're like, "We're here. Where are you?" And then he was like, "You're at the Protestant church, right?" I'm like, no, we're at the Lutheran church here, because we had forgotten that there were two churches in this school. There was one going to the left, and one was going to the right. And Will's dad was at the right end of the school, so we had to cross through and stuff. And so as we were walking back, you know, because everybody else had already run off and gone on buses and left. So we were like we were some of the stragglers, and so we were walking across and we saw all the fire trucks and police trucks and stuff walking because we had to cross, like, you know, we'd go a block across the school and then go another like half a block to the church. So there's like fire trucks and stuff there, and one neighborhood was actually closed off, and like police was taking witness statements and stuff from all the people that lived around there, and the cop cars blocked off the ends of the street so nobody could get in that way. We had to go through the neighborhood if they had to get through. And so I remember at this point though, I don't know why I remember this or why I did this, but as we were walking, like, you know what, it was like 11 o'clock. You know, it was about the time that I would usually have lunch. It's like, you know, I'm kind of hungry, and so I got out my lunchbox, because I clipped my lunchbox onto my backpack, so a little carabiner on there, and so I remember I took out my pudding cup and I got out my spoon. I was just eating my pudding, walking through all the through all the chaos, and this one firefighter, I was just looking around and stuff, and we made eye contact, and he just gave me the strangest look on the planet. It was so funny. And so I'm just walking, and this firefighter sees me eating pudding, walking through all this chaos, and like he just looks away. And so I have to try not to just burst out laughing. And so we get to the other church where Will's dad's waiting for us, and we all go home. And so I remember I get home, because we were texting our mom about this, and her mom was just like, oh, okay, so how was school? I'm like, oh, you know, good. There's just a bomb and all. And so yeah, I was surprisingly calm the whole time. And so I found out later though that there are actually two bombs. There's one, actually no, I don't remember if there's two bombs or not. No, there wasn't two bombs. There was one bomb. Sorry, one bomb, and it wasn't even in the school. It was on one of the cars in the student parking lot. And half of the school had been evacuated to the student parking lot. And so, yeah, the bomb could have gone off and killed all those people. Luckily it didn't, so that's a good thing. People survived. Not too many people died. Nobody died. But yeah, that was an interesting experience, and I could say that I've been through that. It's not something here every day. Yeah, this is a fun time though. Not usually something here same as a bomb. Fun. Those aren't usually associated with one another. But yeah, that's the time that there was a bomb at my school. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And just tell me what you think. If you want to see more videos with me in it, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It'd be pretty cool. Go ahead and click that little bell icon to get notified. And see y'all later. Bye-bye.